mega mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out to everyone. O, diba? Ayan. Magandang umaga, tanghali, gabi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and konbanwa to everyone in the whole world. Again and again. Oh, welcome to ICEE Fit live stream. Mwah, 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 mwah. Being truthful, ayan, the honesty thing. If we are actually true to ourselves, how true are you to yourself? And do you have struggles of finding your truth? Diba?
Minasan, konnichiwa, I'm ICEE.
I want to know, how true are you? Is there any situation or any instances in your life that you cannot be truthful? Because we're going to talk about, do you have anything to share with us? Ganda naman always. Aw, thank you. Do you appreciate it?
Yeah.
Coming from you, I like it. Diba? Thank you. I did actually put a lot of effort on my hair, like I've seen this fluffy things. Actually, I'm a fan of fluffy things, And the thing with a live streamer, it's so hard to find outfit, even though I only live stream twice a week. I'm losing a lot of outfit. So if you like, guys, if you like to sponsor my outfit, you can always go to
Yeah.
it will be such a help, ayan, because this things doesn't really. And look, I've seen more. I like fluffy stuff, Actually, when I go to America, when I visit America, I had this very fluffy, how do you call that? Bag. It's colored like this. And I got stopped by immigration and they asked me, why do I have fluffy stuff? And I was like thinking to myself, it's fashion, But of course, I have to respect the immigration in America. But, I just don't understand where the question, what's the point of the question? Ayan, diba? If you are going to have any other language, if I don't know your language, we're going to stick with English. But of course, if you're having hard time understanding English, it's my pleasure to translate it to you guys, as long as I know your language, guys, okay? Because I want it to be a hub. This ICEE Fit is all about life journey. So we are going to be like a hub for different perspective, different opinion, but always remember,
Yeah.
we can agree to disagree. And at the end of the day, we still have to at least respect each other, even if it's not the same. Well, respect each other is such a big word. What I mean is, don't be rude to each other.
From Tokyo to the world, ICEE is her name.
What's with the emoji? Do you like it or do you hate it? Diba? You can always come up if you want to have a conversation with me. But remember, guys, we don't have to agree on each other's opinions. This is basically a community where different perspective, different opinions, so the viewers or the people that would watch this can get other glimpse of what life has to offer. Diba? We have to talk about that. We have to kind of change perspective and thought. And be decent, guys, okay? Be decent.
Human beings, fascinate me. No pity parties.
Really nice. Oh my god, that's so wonderful. And of course, we're gonna have our first guest, and she's actually so adorable. I don't know. Are you going to a party, Clive? Uy, guys, guwapo to, guys. Ayan. Are you ready, Clive? Is this your first time? Okay, Clive, you're ready? I'm gonna put you in. Please, welcome. Ayan, the first ever. Ayan, I don't know if it's his first ever, but his first appearance on ICEE Fit live stream. Please welcome Clive Fernley.
From Tokyo to the world,
Hello, everybody.
human beings, fascinate me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, of course, I can hear you. Can you
Hey.
hear me? Well, it's
Yeah.
our pleasure to have you on.
I was just saying it's kind of awkward. I don't know what I'm doing.
Uh,
I just
no,
thought
it's
I'd come
okay.
on.
It's okay. Actually, because your first time, but it's actually your second time in the live stream.
Well, it's my second time
usually-
in StreamYard before.
Oh, Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, we usually have these rules in ICEE where you have to come on cam, right? So that they know who are they talking to or who they can hear. But you already make me see you, so I know you're fine. Because before we had an incident, we had a bad
Oh,
incident. Yes, so we had a bad incident where I kind of like let strangers come up. But guys, just to kind of like give you the context, so that's why that's the rule of this stream. I do have multiple and couple of not couple, just one time. But I usually have like if I got mistaken one time is enough for me to not do it again. So I'm just trying to kind of like be safe because I've had kind of like one moment where I kind of like be trustworthy of everyone who come up in the stream and find out that it's a long, big, black eggplant. Ayan. So we're not gonna do that. So I'm being careful now. But of course, I trust you, Clive. And I like it. You know what I saw? Guys, I'm the only person that saw it. But I like it. It's so adorable. Thank you, thank you. Yes! I like it. Oh my god, it's fluffy like me. I
yeah.
like fluffy stuff. He's the one who you're hearing in the background as well.
ICEE is her name. She spit that flame from
He already told us before, CS is actually, like a troll with a heart. Oh, diba? I remember that, CS. So he's asking, is this Mr. Incel? Do you ever had, like, because you're from Netherlands, right? If I remember it correctly.
I was born there, but I'm in the UK now.
Do you ever kind of like aware about this word incel?
I've heard of it. Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with it.
And what are your thoughts about it?
I personally think that they should. I have no problem with them if they're expressing their opinions. I think everybody should have the right to be able to speak.
Yeah, and that's what is actually my advocacy. I'm having a hard time pronouncing that
Yeah,
word.
I think they can be taken out of context a lot because I've actually spoken to a few, and usually they're actually a lot less extreme. It's just the extreme ones have louder voices, so they get more
Yes.
attention.
Yes. Like actually, there's a lot to kind of like unpack about what we're talking about. And the thing is, my mind is just kind of like full of like questions, right? So let's unpack it like little by little. So, guys, please do interact if you already know, because I know there's also like fellow Filipinos and they probably didn't know the word incel yet, but we already talked about it last time. So this time I'm going to talk in Tagalog just to kind of translate it, the fellow Filipinos, if you don't mind, guys. Ayan. But I'm going back to English after this. So, mga kababayan ko, ayan, yung incel, yun yung mga, kumbaga, pinili nilang hindi magkaroon ng kaharutan, ika nga. Pero usually nanggagaling to dahil nga sa hindi sila pabor sa mga babae, hindi sila napapansin. So, ito yung mga pinag-uusapan namin ngayon. So, now, I'm gonna unpack it. So, first one, you talked about Japanese, right? In Japan culture. And I know, like Clive, you actually had kind of like an interest in Japan, right? If I remember it correctly as well. Ayan. So, in Japan, at least in my opinion, being Japanese and half, and I'm not being harsh, this is just my opinion. When it comes to foreigners, this is the observation I get, especially with Westerners that come in this country. So one of the things, they come to this country with a lot of expectations. Some of them, and I'm not saying all of them, some of them usually come here because of either it's interesting, Japan is interesting, or let's be truthful because that's the topic for today. Let's be truthful, guys, because you like Asian and there's nothing wrong with it. That's your preference, And don't smile at me. There are guys that come here because of that expectations. They want to marry a Japanese woman. That's another thing. One of the things is like, I feel the expectations they get is because they're Westerners. They feel that if they come into this country, a lot of Japanese would just line up for them because they are foreigners, right? Let's be truthful, right? Because that's the topic. You gained weight. And of course, you're getting old. And that's part of the, like, you're so lucky if you get old and you still kind of like look awesome. And that's kind of like genes play like that, right? That's what I said. I'm going to be generous, compliment before and after. When you're getting weight, it's not really good, period. And I'm not fat shaming.
Uh-oh.
It's just not good. You can agree or disagree with me, but why do people do throwback photos or throwback pictures? Because it's not the same as before. But you can actually maintain that figure, maintain that, like face and whatever if you work on it, right? But the thing is, like, you know that, you probably know that for yourself as well. And that's the reason, like aging is one of the depression age or like depression time. Is it because everything just goes down from there, But the thing is, there's a lot of factors in it. But before we, move on to another topic. So how about you, Clive? Do you think that men, because that's my observation, the expectations they had, they become bitter throughout the years because the expectation, it doesn't meet their expectations. And when that happens and you're in a country where you couldn't really feel or fit in, that's where bitterness comes. You get to be bitter rather than trying to reflect on yourself. What can I actually do better for me? Then you started trying to look in the other direction. No, this is the fault. This is the problem.
No pity parties, accountability.
Be decent, ayan. If you're not decent, and if I don't know you, if you're kind of new to the channel, interact first, and eventually if I get to trust you, then I'll let you come up here. Nice outfit and English from short name 333. I am from Twitch. Thank you. Welcome to ICEE Fit, and thank you for complimenting. I do put an effort.
Human beings,
Of course, mega love shout out to you as well.
accountability. ICEE is her name. She spit that flame from